again to the 24/18 show. It's your guy, Mo Love.
This is Avery.
What are you doing?
And this is Jasmine.
So, what was we was going to talk about now?
We're talking about Dr. Doom now being played by, or going to be played, for those who aren't Marvel geeks, Robert Downey Jr. So PMZ, of course, the same people, the same person, I swear, caught up with Jonathan Majors. I don't know how they always catching him. They must have like a tracking device, but they're always catching him coming out of somewhere, and they asked him how he felt about the character being changed because he was supposed to play Dr. Doom.
No,
Who was he supposed to be playing? Kang, right? But they're saying that they threw that Kang story out and that was just Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And he said he was heartbroken.
And I see a lot of comments out on they trying to make a race thing.
It's not though.
It's not. Because everybody trying to figure, Robert Downey Jr., he was dealing with his heroin, he had drug problems, he went to prison all day. But guess what?
Everyone did coke and
But guess what? He paid for it. And I don't think, another time I'm down with the race card, but not the end of the time, but the other time I could see it. But Jonathan Majors is too hot right now. He has to go back to the drawing board, redeem himself for certain things, or work on himself before he's worried about stepping foot on a movie screen. And I hate to say it, but I feel like somebody like Tyler Perry or somebody is gonna pick him up, which I'm not a fan of it. I think
Tyler Perry doesn't support his woman. Just saying.
I'm just saying I think he just needs to chill out for a little bit. I don't want to speak on. I just said your livelihood and acting. I don't know what your pockets is looking like, but I think you just need to work on yourself a little bit.
For the record, I was mad at it, but not for the reason everyone else was mad at it.
What were you mad at?
To me, Robert Downey Jr. is always going to be Tony Stark. Like, certain people are always going to be certain.
And I would agree with you on that too.
Even though you told me that in the
comic,
it's correct.
But to me,
making him it too soon, you think?
Yeah, like,
it's too soon.
He literally just died as the martyr at the end of Avengers Endgame. Now, everyone's mourning everything and trying to figure out life without it, and all of a sudden, hey, I'm back. I'm not doing that. Like, no, don't do that.
But do you know when it's set to come out?
No, but
2026.
But I heard, don't know if it's true, but this Dr. Doom, Willie Bull, aka Tony, is from a different timeline. He's a different timeline, and they come to realize he's Dr. Doom. Because he said with him, he already killed. They said with him, he already killed Spider-Man. He killed almost everybody.
Because to me, certain actors are just certain characters. Like,
and
Heath Ledger will always be the Joker. Like, I don't care who else, everybody else is that. Heath Ledger is always going to be the Joker.
Really? I feel opposite about that. I guess because I was a kid and I watched it because we do it.
I have nothing against that, but Heath Ledger is the most accurate interpretation of the comic.
I mean,
serious.
Like, the Joker wasn't like just doing shit just to do it. He was doing it to see if he could, how far he could break Batman and break this one rule.
Not to kill.
And Heath Ledger nailed it. All the other ones, Jared Leto, we're not gonna fucking talk about that.
Oh,
That shit was
ass.
I don't know any of this stuff. But all I know is I was a child and I would watch the Batman with, what's his name? Michael Keaton. I was gonna say Keith, but yeah, I watched that one with Michael Keaton and with Jack Nicholson. I loved it as a kid, so that was my favorite one. But I do think Heath Ledger. Not only was he a great Joker, but he's a great actor because for him to totally transform like that and be all, it's not like
I read about what he did to prepare for that role.
What did he do?
Like, he wouldn't break character the entire time. Like, he's on the set.
He can't method acting.
Yeah, like, he would isolate himself. And he would do all kinds of weird shit, and I think that might be what drove him to do what he did.
I don't think so. I think he always had issues and problems. I think it was a drug overdose, right?
Yeah, might have, but doing that for that role might have pushed him over the edge. Is what I'm saying.
At one point,
just go with the way he had to do that.
Yeah, that shit was dark. Yeah, it was very dark. At one point, I got mad at my dad that because Keith Ledger was the same actor he did Brokeback Mountain.
I remember.
And my dad made a statement was like, oh, probably he did that because he probably had to play that movie Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my God!
That's not why he did that. And I'm like,
excuse me, fuck thinking Jake Gyllenhaal be the greatest thing in the world, please. I'm just saying.
I don't even know what button I'm supposed to press.
They'll just drop open with jeans on, with Wranglers on, and hats, and cowboys.
Going off on that for a second, like, you don't know what these actors have to go through with to play certain roles. Like Michael B. Jordan, he had to go to therapy after he played Killmonger. Because
not because of getting with Lori Harvey and getting dumped and seeing her with dancing. Okay. Good, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The joke's right.
he really had to go to therapy after he played Killmonger, though.
Why?
Because the role was so dark and he had to go to a place that he didn't know.
I did it because he had that fucking hairstyle and people were supposed to do. Yeah.
Boy, shit. I want to get a black superhero, you know?
You know why? Because I'm not bad. First of all, I'm not going to be joking. I'm just joking. Now, if he would have said at the Fruit Girl Station, I would need therapy, I would have understood. Not Killmonger.
You don't understand what that role entailed. He had to go against everything he stood for to play this one character.
I get it, but that's not to diminish it. That's something that's written. Fruit Girl Station was real. I'm not saying how people can feel about that. Maybe it was a combination of roles he had played. But Fruit Girl Station was so sad, and the fact that you knew it was a real story and it really happened, that would have fucked with me. Not no nigga with. What's that roll of candy that look like buttons?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What's it called? They like that. No. He had to move his butt. You fucking.
That's right.
Don't get
That's right.
Because a lot of people who agree with you. A lot of people, well, I don't think it was his worst role, but a lot of people think it was his worst role.
I think he did.
A lot of people, only because they just thought it wasn't. The running joke with Michael B. Jordan is always that they think he doesn't say enough words, he doesn't do anything, he relies on his good looks. And I think a lot of people thought that he was just relying too much on looking good, you know?
That's people who didn't really pay attention to the message that Killmonger was sending. If y'all really go back and watch that movie, he did make a lot of points with the shit that he was doing.
I think that's y'all Marvel fans who knew about Killmonger because I think
I'm talking about like
people who were casual viewers or fans may have looked at it like, he was just Michael B. Jordan, just evil, sexy Michael B. Jordan. Like,
a lot of black ideology that he was spitting in that movie that went over a lot of y'all heads. That's why y'all think that way.
Yeah. Because I feel like
I enjoyed it. I didn't think nothing about it.
I feel like the first time I watched it, I loved it. The second time, I was like, yeah, I was just doing it because of the action. The third time, I really sat there and listened to a lot of what he said, and I did pick up on some of the stuff he said.
The third or fourth time I watched it, it was like, you know, it kind of didn't have a point. Granted,
I mean, I
he going out here from that way, but he kind of does have a point.
Right. But the muscles help. Because if it was a regular ass nigga that looked like that, nobody would care. Nobody would care! It's the truth! Same thing with Rocky. Nobody would give a fuck with somebody else. It's Michael B. Jordan. He's cute.
I got issues with Rocky altogether.
Okay.
He got smarter after every movie.
So, we're going to
Like,
be
think about it. In the first movie, he told like, yeah, Avery, you want to go out or something? By the third movie, he's a goddamn road scholar. He don't slur no more. He speak clear and shit. Like,
so y'all agree? We don't like the idea of Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom.
I'm gonna let it play out.
I'm gonna see what
right now. The fan part of me is just like, no, it's Iron Man.
What role would you want to see? Would you want to see Jonathan Majors in?
Currently,
not currently, but just let's say he comes out in a movie within the next year. What's your first role you want to see him in?
I don't even know that one.
Yeah, because I can't think of.
See what they think of you, John? Anyway,
Don't do that.
to get into some controversial news. Diddy was brought up 77 times in a new lawsuit that's naming him as the person who sent $1 million to have Tupac assassinated. Keefe D is the one who is implicating him, and like you said, he was mentioned in the article, the paper 77 times. I'm sure a lot of people are not surprised by this. A lot of people were assuming that he was part of why Pac and Biggie turned against each other and the whole East Coast, West Coast thing. And, you know, who do you guys believe?
I'm tired.
I don't rule anything out with Diddy.
I don't either. I mean, we'll see it play out, but I don't put it past him.
And listening to 50 tell his side of why he don't fuck with Diddy, and it wasn't just a running joke or whatever, that's just hilarious.
I mean, 50 don't like Jay-Z either,
But he said he was really like ducking Diddy phone calls. Like his baby mama would answer, and 50 would be like, "No, I'm not here."
I'm gonna take you shopping, yo. You deserve it, Daddy.
Look, girl, man, try to take another girl, man, shopping.
But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on that one. I don't put anything past anyone. It's crazy that it's all coming out now, and people are like, "Oh, why is just things just coming out now?" Like people with money are more protected than y'all think. So from that, we're gonna get on to NBA has a new deal with Amazon. No longer with TNT, right?
After next year, no.
After next year,
After this coming season, no.
and they're suing. TNT is suing. I heard
They dropped that.
they dropped it. Why? With the quickness.
There's nothing they can do about it.
Nothing. So how is that going to work? They're gonna Amazon is going to be able to stream NBA games where?
Amazon, NBC, and ESPN.
Wow. How do you guys feel about that?
I love it. I mean, NBA.
You hate TNT?
I got nothing against TNT, but I
I'm
grew
glad you
up.
better not.
I mean, the wrestling I watch comes on TV. But no, I grew up in the '90s. The NBA or NBC was a staple. Like your team wasn't shit. They went on NBC, so it's like when they said NBA was coming back to NBC, I loved it. And they got the original theme song back too. I can't wait.
Nothing but crack. Gotcha. NBC.
Oh my god.
Cardi B files for divorce and also reveals she's pregnant with baby number 3 with Offset. There were a lot of people in the comments saying a lot of things, and I want to say this really quickly. I don't know what the recent thing is with Cardi B. I find it very weird because, yeah, it was crack. Because he needs that.
Yeah.
Because Cardi B has always been Cardi B has always been who she is. So this newfound hate, y'all saying she's flopped because she hasn't put out an album in 5-6 years, and it's just all weird. And then on top of that, you're speaking about her personal relationship. Now, I'm speaking for women when I say, and some men, but when you're in a bad or toxic relationship with somebody, or if you're married to somebody, you try to make it work because people have taught you, aka religion has taught you to make it work for people, to pray about it, to go to your counsel, to your preacher, pastor, your family member, and make it work. Cardi B has tried to make her marriage work with Offset. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I know she's trying to make it work. And I know y'all keep talking about, oh, why keep bringing kids into it and kids? Clearly, she wanted kids, and she wanted all her kids to have the same dad.
You know what's funny?
But
I didn't even know the reason I didn't get in the divorce world. I just happened to guess like, oh,
well, not only that, but they were saying in the article that they're just grown apart, which I can understand. But I'm gonna need people to stop acting like you guys are perfect and y'all live perfect lives. I get it. Y'all have comments and things that say she is rich and she will be fine having her 3rd baby. I don't know if they'll get back together. I know she'll go through with the divorce because she filed before. But just wish her luck and move on. I don't understand the hate.
Like, I don't demean her.
I'm not into all of that.
Like Cardi, this needs to be it. Clearly, this is a sign that this is not able to work.
Right.
Stop trying to make it work.
Right.
Like you got now, you got baby number 3 on the way. Now the focus on your 3 kids, and then if you want to put out another album, put out another album. I'm still going around.
She said she's definitely planning an album this year, and I just want her. I'm tired of all the hate with her. I don't get it. People are talking about her and saying things about her and her having surgery, her face, her body, her kids, her relationship. It's just weird to me. This is all just weird. I don't like the hate going on. But yeah, I just wish her the best. I wish her to have a happy and healthy pregnancy. But y'all any comments on it? No.
This needs to be it don't need to be another try. Let's see if we can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be done with it. Be done with trying to make it work. Kaylani is under fire. Before we get into that, we'll talk about Tiny Desk because she was on Tiny Desk this past week, but so was the LOX.
We love that LOX is rough right now. I love that one.
How did you like the LOX?
I mean,
Tiny Desk?
I was mad that they didn't do Wild Out because that's my favorite rock song, but it's not.
How was everybody's energy? Did they sound good? Were they in shape? Any muscles pop out?
Why?
Did Sheik Luch have glasses on the whole time?
You didn't have glasses on.
What's his real name?
I just know Rasheed. I don't know his real name.
I want to look at his real name.
I'll bet you will. You goddamn freak.
Go ahead, look it up.
No, I love the locks. Probably that and Shaka Khan are probably the 2 best Tiny Desk.
Nastiest nigga. He's still on that. He's talking about me. He's talking about me.
He says all about Shaka Khan.
Oh, his name is Sean Divine Jacobs. He's 6 foot, 47 years old. Ooh, are you sick? Dragon, I think about a dragon. Maybe like, nothing.
I spit these bars to make your head shake, pop niggas to the bed bricks. Let's see how much legs you can take. Dragon all speaks with a stutter, but well.
He does people to study?
Yes.
In real life?
Yes.
But when he raps in school?
Yes.
Superpower.
Dragon all speaks with a stutter, but well. Somebody did a speech thing hard to tell. Now look at your bar.
Drag on.
Hey, DMX co-signed him, so that's good enough for me.
I seen him in Crown, was it Crown of the Great, whatever movie he was in. But yeah, you enjoyed it?
I love it. When, then again, that is my lane.
Right.
Other than when you try to suggest shit to me that you know good and goddamn.
We're gonna get into that shortly too.
I stayed in my lane, and when I saw that, I was ready to leave work right there and then. Like, yo, I need to go home right now. Like, the lock still Tiny Desk.
I saw Kaylani's Tiny Desk. She said she was nervous because at Tiny Desk they don't allow you to have earpieces in, so you just sing or rap on the spot. But she did very well. And speaking of that, so she's been under fire with her fans because there was recently a picture posted of her and Chris Brown together, and Chris Brown posted on his page and said, "Twin." A lot of people, or her fans, her real OG, true diehard fans, were upset with her because they said Kaylani is an advocate for women's rights. She took off Tory Lanez off of her song, a remix, Can I, saying because he was an abuser.
Didn't he allegedly do something to her?
Yes, he did. So, about almost a decade ago, Kaylani was in the hospital for, she was attempting to unalive herself, and it was due to her ex-boyfriend, Kyrie Irving, at the time, finding out that she cheated on him with Party Next Door. And I don't know if Party Next Door, I think he posted a picture of them, or he posted something. I can't remember. I was there for it, but I can't really remember.
In between, he was at the party playing with his nose. I'm sorry.
I can't listen to it.
I'm sorry.
He is now, but he ain't slipping coke anymore. He's slipping burgers because he got, you would like that. He got a little thick. Because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, my bad. But he got a little thick. He used to be real skinny, he got a little thick. He got a little burger when she said that. He wrote the song, Work, Work. He had the version on his own, and he's like in this Jamaican accent. It was like, and then Kalani had made the attempt of trying to unalive herself. And then Chris Brown went to Twitter and said to her, basically was calling her out for cheating, which half of y'all niggas do, which is weird. And then was saying that her unaliving herself was a fake attempt at getting attention and clout. That she was basically lying for attention. Now, this is why I keep telling people, and I made a disclaimer, I listen to Chris Brown's music. I'm a fan of his work, not of him as a person, just because of things that I've known and things that I've lived through and kind of witnessed and, you know, been around for what he did. And that's one of the many incidents. He could have just not said anything, but he felt compelled to do that. And it made me want to read a quote that a fan put underneath the picture, because everybody was split. Some people were like, Kalani, why would you do this? Why would you take a picture with someone who's an abuser, who's a menace? And other people were like, why am I so upset? If she's over it, you can get over it. If she's not mad anymore, you don't need to be mad anymore. So somebody had wrote, and this was the direct quote, which I thought was really weird. These comments feel so high school. It's kind of weird. She's allowed to move on from something someone said almost 10 years ago. CB is not a woman beater. That means currently he's beating women, and he has also moved on from his mistakes. Why haven't you? Did he hit you? Grow up, everyone, please. And the comment underneath that, who got more likes, said, girl, he has a history of violence. What are you talking about? What don't laugh at the movie? Because you cannot tell people who to support and who to like. If they don't like him because he's abusive, like I said, people have lost loved ones from domestic violence. And y'all gotta stop bringing up Rihanna, because Rihanna was not the only incident, okay? I like Chris Brown music. I think he's very talented. However, like I said, I don't praise any of these celebrities. They are regular people, okay? I like Tyrese, too. I love his music. I love Sweet Lady. Tyrese is a fucking idiot, okay? We all know this. I want you to stop shaving your girlfriend's coochie on loud. That's what I want. You fucking idiot. But, yeah, people just wanted that Kalani. And also, Kalani's baby daddy, so if you guys didn't know, she has a 5-year-old daughter with a man who is said to be gay and a sperm donor, like one of her best friends. Allegedly, he's coming out saying that Kalani has been in a cult for a little while.
Was she gay before or after she got pregnant?
She said he was gay from the beginning, that they were just best friends and they wanted to have a baby together. So he's on Twitter kind of being like, yo, I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers calling me gay. 6 years later, I'm not fucking gay. I don't know what it is. I don't really care. And I can't even get to watch my kid because my kid is being watched by cult leaders.
It took him 6 years to get offended at that?
No, he's been defending himself. I think it's just now he's not being able to see his kid.
Okay. I was here saying, like, bro, you doing a horrible job of not being gay if you just...
I mean, when people talk shit about you, what can you do?
You can say it's true.
But they still gonna say you gay.
I don't give a shit. They let you straight from my mouth. I'm not gonna let something go by.
Allegedly, he was saying he didn't say anything before for a while because he didn't want. It was alleged that he said that she was claiming it would ruin her image that if she revealed that she liked men because she's supposed to be like this, a lesbian. Like, I'm into women.
Fuck your image. I don't want that out there about me.
Yeah, the rap don't care what y'all think about her. I don't want
Okay, so I'm supposed to line up my sexuality just to protect you.
Hey. And no, I ain't trying to bring her up, but Safari stayed 12 feet from Nikki for almost 10 years in the public eye, okay? We didn't even know they was together until they broke up.
Exactly.
She acted like she couldn't stand him. Thank you. So I don't put nothing past anybody. And you know he stayed because of the check.
Like, y'all got the game messed up. I'm just gonna sit there and purposely lie about liking something that I don't, just to protect you.
But
Well, that's what you do.
that's what they do. So he's saying that she's been in a cult, she's brainwashed, she's having the cult leaders watch the daughter, and the daughter's sleeping in their different beds while she's going on tour and working, and he's trying to get full custody. So we'll keep you guys updated about how that goes. I have no comment on anything because I don't watch Kalani closely enough to know this stuff. So I don't know. I like her music. I don't know too much about her personally, but we'll see how all of that goes. Speaking of music, Ice Spice and JT have both put out projects. Have you listened to JT's project? No. Well, why are you looking like this?
Because you know what my answer's gonna be.
I don't know your answer.
You've known me for almost 10 years.
Oh, I forgot. You don't listen to women. Now let's go.
Don't do that.
He's misogynistic, y'all. I forgot.
There. No, don't do that. I have nothing against female rappers. I love Megan Thee Stallion. I love Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. Trick is one of my fucking favorite rappers.
You can't go listen to no Ice Spice.
Hell no, and you always like it.
I'm bringing it up for a reason, not because you listen to it. I listened to both projects. I didn't really care for either one of them. Ice Spice for obvious reasons, but I'm not going to Ice Spice for lyrical shit anyway, to be honest with you. JT, I feel like needs to collaborate with someone or needs some sort of help when it comes to writing, because I think her delivery was sometimes off when she was rapping. It sounded kind of like she was uninterested. I thought if she got with the right people, like, I hate to say it, but I think when Yachty was writing their music, it sounded a little bit better because he's kind of sassy. He kind of has that energy.
What you saying?
He wrote after her.
I understand, but you say he a little sassy.
You gotta get in your bad bitch mood to write a song like that. You gotta tap it. You know how you said Heath Ledger was doing method acting? He was definitely in his method acting when he was writing that song. Ain't no way you writing a song like that talking about what your pussy is like, and they're like, how? You don't know. You don't have one.
That's true.
So I don't know if she needs help with a writer, but she has the potential to get there. But what I was bringing up for is that a lot of people were clowning them because JT has sold 20K in her first week, and Ice Spice did 28.
That's 28 more than I thought she would.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm just fixing that.
No.
I ain't giving no real feedback about this.
No, this is why I didn't want to comment on it, because
Now, what you
anything I say, I'm going to come up as the hating ass old head.
No.
She didn't make that album for me. She made that for the 30 and under. I'm not in the
No, don't say that. Don't say that. No, it's not. That girl is 22 years old. She making music for teenagers.
That's part of 30 and under.
No, she making music for 17 and under. Hell no.
It wasn't for me.
Hell, it wasn't for me either. So why did you think I'm not listening to you? That's what you rapping about. Listen to me.
So why did I don't want to hear it?
No, it's not about that. I look at you as you're a music head. You're a music lover, especially of hip hop, of rap, or not R&B so much kind of, but yeah. Okay, any type of black form of music you into, right? Just about. So I look to you as if to give constructive criticism, whether you like it or not, just objectively. You get what I'm saying? In my brain, it's like you won't really know something is bad. Like I can hear a million things from different people. Like, oh, this is bad, this is bad. I won't really know until I listen to it. So I listened to it. I didn't like it, but I could give constructive, criticism.
See, my thing is, everything you thinking about it, it's going to apply to me, and then it's going to be double than that because I'm doubly irritated at it.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on since no one wants to talk about this topic.
I knew it was it before when you told me she made that song. You think you the shit? You ain't even up far, and that shit is fucking on there.
We're gonna move on to Elon Musk is trash. So he went. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's going online and he's posted a fake AI clip of Kamala Harris's voice. I don't think twice. Thank you, America. But he has this AI generated video going around of her saying this terrible stuff, and he's reposting it. However, the man who posted online that Trump was not shot in his ear like y'all claimed he was, because at first it was, okay, he was grazed by glass that the bullet hit, and then it was, no, the actual bullet hit his ear.
I don't understand why you're continuing to make up these accusations. I was shot in my ear. I'm a fucking patriot.
Where's the
You took a bullet for this country, right?
I did.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out the man.
Where's my shoes?
Him being
So they had a picture. The guy had posted a picture of his ear. His ear looked completely fine, as we all know.
And then Elon Musk.
And then Elon Musk, magically this guy's account got deleted.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk is doing some shady shit. He's been doing shady shit. I don't know why anybody is still on Twitter or why anybody's still buying Teslas. I don't get it.
This is the same guy that when he saw all white men for Harris and they fundraised $4 million, he turned around and suspended their account.
Mm.
And then when he got the backlash of all that, then he decided to like unsuspend it and let them keep their account. But you're the same.
But y'all sitting here talking about people pandering and people doing this. You're seeing it right in front of your eyes. How that's why it's like you can never believe 100% of what you see because it's all propaganda. People aren't going to give it to you straight. They're going to give you what they want you to know, what they want you to see. So I don't know why anybody would be supporting Elon Musk,
But he's the same one that he said he was going to give Trump $45 million a month. And then the next thing you know, after all this shit went down with Kamala Harris and everything, he backed out. He's literally just not going to.
Trump gets all the shit about him.
Mm-hmm. You know it's bad.
Electric cars are bad. I like Elon, but his idea is bad. He literally said that.
He did.
and everything. Trump can talk shit about y'all and y'all still support him. That's the weird part.
But you know it's bad when you got your own people telling him it's like
your own nephew don't like you and vote for somebody else. Your own kin.
I mean, literally solid to say Republicans for Harris. I've seen that.
yo, there's some Republicans.
Yo, that thing I said y'all about happening in Florida and Florida of all places, they tired of your shit, dog.
But they already said like one Republican already endorsing Kamala as we speak right now.
I'm not surprised. Look at some coming. Look at some coming yet.
But you know it's bad. Let's really get it out there. But you know it's bad.
They playing it. Every time they came to donate, why man put them all on some comments? They're like, oh, keep donating, niggas, we got $1 million, $2 million, on some comments. Oh, on some comments.
Yeah, so much, I will be no more good. I will be no more good. But you know, do you know it's bad when you got your own party from Trump? Trump's own party is like, don't talk about her race, don't say DEI, and he still keeps doing it. You know it's bad.
We'll just tell him to do it because he won't do it anyway.
He's ignorant. He won't listen. He don't
Tell him not to do something so we can say, I'm going to do it.
Can you imagine, like, I know that they hire people who have all the speeches and stuff. Can you imagine how frustrated they are? They're like, okay, you're going to say this, you're not going to say so-and-so. Are you listening, Donald? First thing he said, I don't know, and she's black. Oh, like,
You didn't even correct me properly before you started asking me. You're a hard
I did.
You're a
I did.
I don't like you.
I said,
You're rude.
it was nice to meet you, Mr.
You
President.
didn't ask me about
Are you going to answer the question?
I don't need to answer your
Are
question.
you going to answer the question?
I don't need to answer your question.
You going to answer the question or no?
I'm not going to answer anything. You're rude and disrespectful. I don't like you. I'll answer your question. I won't answer her question.
Hey, so Mr. President.
Nah, but it's just
Like your
Yeah,
hair.
right, Harry. My main man, Frederick Douglass, says I'm okay in the black community.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
Frederick, come over here and speak up on my behalf.
I'm like, Frederick is dead, you dumb fuck.
But guys, there's some white person out of the audience like, yeah, you're the president. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? We're gonna get into some. I've been sad news to change a little bit of a tune. We hate to do it, but we gotta do it. So we're gonna say rest in peace to Sonia Massey. Is it Sonia or Sonia? Sonia Massey. Sonia Massey. The shooting that we all unfortunately saw. I don't know if you guys saw the video. I saw the video.
I seen it.
Absolutely horrendous. I can't speak. Absolutely horrendous, and it was just. You can imagine it being it was just terrible to watch.
It was
A woman had called the cops and claimed that there was someone trying to break into her house. She needed help from them. They came in. They were asking her. First of all, they were very unprofessional. I've never had the cops come to me and ask me for my ID and information like that. Especially if it was like a house call. If they pull you over in the street, you were driving, I can understand that. But asking for
My friend wasn't what he on before.
right, and she was dressed as if she was in her home. So I don't know if they were profiling her as if she was the one who was breaking in. I don't know what it was, but it was terrible.
But there was a lot of red flags wrong after all that happened. Because
Well, let's talk what happened first. So after they were in there talking, she had boiling water on the stove because she was planning on attacking whoever was entering the house. And the gentleman had told her, one of the cops had told her to turn the stove off. And I don't know how he got on the subject, but he was basically saying how he would shoot her right in her face.
because she said to him, the exact words was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And because she said that,
Well, they were no. He was saying something first,
right?
because they were talking about. She said multiple times like, just don't hurt me, don't harm me, because she didn't feel safe with them.
Right, that she had a water, that he was all acting, oh, what you doing with that water, all that bullshit.
After he told her to turn it off.
Right, and that statement she made was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Right.
Everybody person knows, I rebuke you. There's something wrong in the spirit, or it's wrong in the atmosphere. That's a
There was
first
something we
say
said, like,
all the fucking time. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You took that as
a lot of us ain't even Christian, and we just say it anyway.
Yeah.
and it's because she knew something spiritual was wrong, the vibe in the room was not right. She said it, and then for that officer to turn around and say, "I will shoot you in the fucking face," because you made that statement. She basically said, "Okay," put her hands up and said, "I'm sorry."
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you know, he pulls his gun and says, "Drop the pot." But the pot was dropped, but there was no pot in her hand.
Right.
Hands up, saying, "No pot." Her hands up. Drop the pot. Drop the pot, and you shoot her in the head twice in the head.
It sounded like a murder to me. That wasn't no accident.
No.
But the funny thing is, afterwards, they lied to the family. They would not tell them what happened to the mother. And then they said that she
Was killed by a intruder.
yes, but they also said, which I say what the officer reported was that she was coming at him with burning water.
And he called her out of names as, "Oh, that crazy bitch trying to throw hot water on me."
Yes.
But
36 years old.
yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna ask you something. I want everybody to answer this question. So Sean Grayson, that's the officer that decides you want to kill this woman. I have a problem. He had a lot of red flags. You had 2 DUI arrests on your record.
Mm-hmm. See what I mean by why people be sticking up for each other with some bullshit?
When it comes to police in our neighborhood, they don't send the best of the best. They send whoever failed the first fucking test for the good neighborhood. We'll send y'all here.
Oh no, I was telling you, he had 2 DUI on his record for pleading guilty. He got kicked out of the Army because he was misconduct. He didn't know how to follow orders.
Not surprised.
And
Under discharge?
yeah,
Or dishonorable?
dishonorable discharge from the Army because he couldn't follow orders. And within 4 years, you went to 6 different police departments.
Mm.
I wonder why.
And when you know why,
I wonder.
you know all why? All of them said, no, all of them said he could not follow orders, and every time he put a report in, he lied on the report.
I'm sorry, I'm about to say y'all. I don't know currently where this case is standing. If this woman standing does not get compensated and this man does not get fired, y'all,
He's fired.
He's fired?
He's fired.
Okay.
He in jail like a regular.
He's fired.
He's fired. Because usually I'll hear something like, oh, he just on leave with Avery. He already got
not filed charges.
Okay.
3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with the firearm, and official misconduct.
That is a murder if I ever heard.
Somebody was coming at you with boiling water,
That was on the show.
and you were fearing for your life. Bro, what?
But you know, but they did say his body camera was off.
Of course.
His body camera was off.
That was premeditated. That was what he was going to do.
But his partner had a body camera on. That's the only reason why we was able to see that.
That should be illegal. All cops should go to jail if you turn your body camera on. That's
I agree.
Yeah.
all y'all should go to jail. But we want to say rest in peace to Sonia Massey and
And I was getting mad because I saw a lot. Now, for once, I did see a lot of cops. Some officers, I see a lot of cops are not taking his side. They like mad, like they.
well, because any other time it was an excuse.
Right.
You know, other people shouldn't be excused for what they did.
Before we go there, fuck you, Candace Owens, because I got a lot of problems with you. Because she said something about this.
First of all, she said this was not about race. Excuse me. This killing was not about race at all.
And then she tried to say, "Oh, more white people are getting killed more by cops than black people." Show me this.
The cops shouldn't be killing no one, bitch. What don't y'all understand about this shit? What we are saying is we get killed for less because we are black. The cops shouldn't be killing nobody. When people say Black Lives Matter, they don't say our lives matter than anyone else's. We're saying our lives matter too. TOO also. It has nothing to do with that. I'm sick of this dumbass rhetoric. No one deserves to die in the hands of the cops, of people who were supposed to protect us. That is not what we are saying. Cops do kill people. It does happen. My thing is, they should not be killing innocent, unarmed people. People who have mental illnesses, people who have issues and problems, who call them for protection. Candace, shut up. And then you was the same one talking about Trump, talking about Kamala is black. It's funny. Kamala, I hate you. It's funny that he's saying that she's black, and oh my God, we don't know what's funny. It's not funny, bitch. Like, what's wrong with you?
And she's almost the same age as you. So what happened is someone shoot your ass? When we say the same thing?
Somebody need to humble her for real. For real.
I need you to get your ass beat by a white cop so you know how it feels to be black.
She'll be like, I deserve to mess up.
Thank you.
She'll lick her blood and say, bitch.
Dumbass. And then, no, but I see a lot of cops over there, but I saw one, there's like I saw 2 cops who.
You met with her. Do you believe that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you was rarely tested that.
Candace Owens would never talk to a person like Caillou, to somebody pandering, and you want to try to be like, she's your homegirl. Yeah, because it's okay, because like, no, shut up. Caillou would never fuck with someone like you and vice versa. Stop.
Women you don't like the most right now in the same room?
Bro, that it wasn't enough dumbness to fill up that fucking room.
1 to 100, how pissed off was you when you saw it?
1,000.
My thing is, I wasn't even pissed off anymore because I was more pissed off when Caillou showed up to the, what's it called, the RMC?
No, that was it.
Because you had no place to be in there. You know nothing about nothing. I was already upset, but y'all was mad at Megan performing, which she was supposed to do at a rally for comedy. So, but I wouldn't expect anything less from the low-hanging fruit of women that is Amber Rose and Candace Owens. They are low-hanging fruit bitches, and I mean that. The lowest. They are the dirtiest of apples hanging from a fucking tree. That's what they are. Low-hanging fruit. They're dirty and dingy. They got worms coming in and out of them, and nobody wants them. They just kick over that.
Her reason.
Nobody. They got grapes. They got melons.
I'm just going.
I'm tired of it. I'm so tired. So I wasn't surprised and I wasn't angry, but I was just like, clearly I know what y'all was doing.
Taking a moment to acknowledge this. You didn't break the episode for once. He did.
Y'all stay trying to put us together. Put us together. Come on, man. Ain't about that.
He broke the episode. Herpes in her pussy hole.
Both of them.
Give him a round of applause.
So once someone broke the episode, they want her.
Yeah, I can't even be regular, man. I'm always pressured to break episode, man.
Look, it was a lifetime achievement for that.
That's
That's
crazy. I'm joking, but that was pretty wild.
I was just mad because it was just like you were just going. I'm like, oh, this stuff, your line. It came out, okay.
It just they're so low hanging fruit that I wouldn't expect anything less of because it's almost like seeing the two bitches that you hated and that was always talking shit about each other in the past, but they both hate you, so they linked up on some shit. Like it's weirdo shit. That's
literally how the lesbian home ends.
Oh, don't tell me. People link up like that. To me, it's just weird. But
I'm not the Jet for that.
along with the Sonia Maxey shooting, I want to talk about the Alexander Mitchell case. So there was a man who was arrested by the cops. I guess he was double parked somewhere, picking up somebody or dropping someone off. The cop came up to him and was basically harassing him, telling him to get out of his car. Who was he? What was he doing double parked? And Alexander was asking, like, why are you telling me to get out of the car? Why are you telling me this? What did I do? He got out of the car. The cop was very aggressive with him. Of course, it was an Anglo-American cop. He arrested him, put the cuffs on, and the guy was like, "What am I being detained for? What am I?" And the cop came and punched him in his face.
I saw that.
Now, if this motherfucker don't get fired, like when you are a cop, you are not you're not supposed to be an authoritative figure in a sense. You're supposed to be someone that's there to protect people and keep the peace, not cause chaos.
Right.
So you punching a handcuffed unarmed man because you got a bull complex. You got that racist slavery. Oh, you a big man, but I got you in chains and I feel bigger than you. Like, nah, you gotta stop. Exactly, like Tory Lanez was. But you know,
I like how you worked at it.
That's what Max said on the song, a pussy nigga with a pussy gun in his stomach. So, it's just weird to me to see that, and like the fact that someone else was recording that.
Yeah,
okay, I'm glad they recorded that.
They was like, oh,
It's so sad that when you have encounters like that, you gotta think about can somebody be there to record it.
exactly.
So I hope he gets fired as well because that was uncalled for to punch somebody who has their hands behind their back.
First of all, you could tell he was scared because after he punched him, he did everything he could not to like look at the camera or not look at his face because without them,
He was wrong.
he was going to get fucked up.
I also want to talk about the Dayon Johnson. I don't know if you pronounce it Dayon or Dayon Johnson it says he was attempting to get people of Virginia City, Nevada to sign a petition to support lowering attorney fees in Nevada. And there was a bunch of racist people that were telling him that he needs to go hang from the tree in the back. All types of wild shit. And I'm just saying to y'all, when y'all vote this year, please know who you're voting for.
Yeah.
And vote for somebody who's not going to stand for this bold, outright, blatant racism.
And look, I already got news confirmation. Well, I should have said news confirmation.
Okay, who do you get from?
Wrong word.
Jimmy Bond? Where'd you get from, Billy?
So it's
What the hell? Is it possible?
So, God. We already saw that
She coming for her title.
Yeah, she got
I'm not.
She like, oh man, I'm not moving that shit around.
I'm not.
So, like you said about knowing what you go for.
Don't look at top having herpes in your pussy. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing to top that today.
If anyone can find a way, it'll be
No, I'm on top of the pose.
But there's already There's already news and confirmation that there's already 70 pro-fake electoral folders in the swing states, and their purpose is to not to verify or certify the vote. They already have them in place. This is some serious shit, because might be our last time we will ever have a free election. This shit is really getting serious. They talk about 70 already, and they already predicted we're going to have, it's going to be, almost going to be like the same thing in 2020. When they're not going to certify the votes because if Trump is not winning.
But he didn't win in 2020, so.
But they're going to try. Look what happened in, what was it? Out of Georgia or something like that. They already charged like 12 people who was late with fake electoral voters, and they went down to the RNC to try to do the rally for him, even though they was being charged, and they're willing to do the shit again.
I don't know how, y'all, there's some crazy shit that people say. First it was the dude who set, there's two separate people who set themselves on fire. Like, to have people like that in pocket who are willing to risk their life, their livelihood for you. Yes. Say it again.
It's a fucking goal.
Make me say it again.
Don't do that.
Make me say
Don't do that. Don't.
yeah, girl.
The odds
I believe you are a rainbow.
No.
Oh,
No.
to see. That's the Pride people song.
The prize Steve's on his footsteps in the dark.
I'll be really sure. Can I love that for so long? Still do I really care? Hey, let's go walk back to meet some rain. I keep finding boxes, baby, in your drawer. Only your drawer. Wow. Keep you extra small, baby. That's not your size. Don't not your size. Everybody nowadays. Because now I'm not going to be able to do it without hearing you. Look, that's a DLD.
Yeah. I just got to roll. Actually, look, I already got to lose right now.
Boom steps. Still toe boots in the top. God damn.
Already.
Hey, let's stop fucking around. There's a nigga here. He's about to get fat. You know what? This is just bigger than yours. Bring it down here.
I'm sorry, bro.
Look, just an hour ago, Supreme Court just did this. Supreme Court has refused to delay Donald Trump's sentencing until after the election.
They refuse to sentence him after the election?
They want to know
They're not
they're not
going to delay it.
going to delay it.
They're not?
No.
Oh, perfect.
He wants them to delay
When
it
are they going to sentence him?
September 18th.
He ain't going to jail, still.
But
He's not going to, you don't think he's going to jail?
no.
He'll pay a fine, probably do some community service, get probation.
Because remember, he's been going up there and trying to he's trying to get his case to federal.
He got the courts in his back pocket.
Right.
All right, well, we're moving right along to some other stuff. I wanted to talk to you guys before we get into our last few topics. Our 1 and 2, our 3 and 2 topic are kind of one and the same. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the evolution of music and get you guys' opinions about how different it is nowadays from when we used to buy CDs, when we used to buy cassettes, versus streaming? How do you feel about the music industry? Do you feel like it's oversaturated? Do you feel like too many people are putting out too much music? People are complaining nowadays about albums not selling. That's why I was bringing up the JT and Ice Spice because, of course, everybody's talking about the rap girlies who they say are not selling well, which is BS because there are a lot of people who aren't selling as much as they did. So recently, Megan, when she came out, she did 64 her first week, 64K. And of course, now she's went on to sell well over that in the coming weeks. When Gorilla came out, I think she did like 33. When JT came out, she did 27. Ice Spice did 28K. DJ Mustard came out, he did 18K now. He was pissed. He kept blaming Drake for that. I was like, you can't blame Drake for this one, brother. So Drake has been blocking people from going to Toronto and performing heavy boots. You see how they work. I feel like, but what do you guys?
What
do you mean?
A DJ played not like us in the same.
Right. But what do you guys feel about the evolution of music, where it's going, streaming? Is streaming highway robbery? Are people not,
It's changing a lot, and I feel like it's more streaming now because before, when an album come out, you get ready for the hear the CD, and you were about to grab it, play every song to tell you like, oh, I like 1, 2, 3, something like that. But now it's like you don't see CDs anymore. All of it is like iTunes or Apple or whatever, Spotify. You can just download it and you got the music. So it's like it has evolved a lot. Will it continue? Yes, because it's like once you put the music out, you can't put it on a CD. You have to stream it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's become more quantity versus quality.
Right.
Like, people were getting mad at Kendrick because he didn't respond to Drake right away.
Right.
Or because Kendrick don't drop albums as frequently as Drake. But my thing is this. I would rather have Kendrick take 5 years or whatever and make a good album as opposed to Drake just doing it in like a month and throwing some shit out. Like, no, I want to hear something that's going to stand the test of time, not something that I'm going to get tired of after a week.
But that's why I don't like when people are coming for people like Cardi B and Rihanna, whoever, people who haven't put out music in a long time and haven't released albums, because I don't believe really great things take time. And number two, you don't make money off of the music. Anybody in the music industry who got big, we're talking about Nicki Minaj, we're talking about Jay-Z, we're talking about either Diddy, we're talking about, I don't know about that shit. Well, I'm saying people who got their foot in the door from music, but broke into other things that got them, like, at one point, if you were a person of a certain demographic or age, you wouldn't know Diddy from music. You probably know him from that guy who's drinking some rock. Or that guy was weird white parties where people never come home. But you never would know him as somebody who was involved in music, who started in music. Same thing with Jay-Z. Same thing with Beyonce, Rihanna, Mr. Knowles Carter. But you probably wouldn't know that, and it's like they're, as they said, you gotta diversify your bonds.
Let me take that back, because I don't know problems with Jay-Z.
You gotta diversify your bonds. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect.
You gotta diversify your streams of income. So I just don't think people are streaming. People aren't buying albums. Like, you could physically, you could buy it in like iTunes or buy it off of something, but people are not buying anything.
I don't think they're.
I don't think it means it's of quality if it doesn't sell well either.
This is why I don't think there's that many classic albums from this era.
Right.
Like, honestly, you could probably count on one hand the number of albums that are truly timeless in this era.
Right.
Whereas, and this is why I say like the 90s and 2000s, that's the best era of music ever, and that's not
Forever.
even
Yep.
You could go back and like, okay, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers, Biggie, Ready to Die, Nas, It Was Written. Like, you could just go on and on and on about how many classics.
But I think it's also because it wasn't as saturated. Everybody makes music nowadays.
Right.
The person down the street make music. The lady across the street, everybody's making music. Before, that equipment wasn't accessible to everybody.
That's the other thing. Like, before you made a song with the intent of inspiring, touching people,
Whoa, get your hands off me.
Wow.
stuff that's going to touch people's souls, stuff like that. I don't think they do it anymore. It's all about what goes viral.
Right. It's all about what's the most salacious shit I can say to get me attention.
Right.
Like the new song is like, my pussy is like Cash App or Apple Pay, something like that. I'll send it to you on the group chat. Or, hello, motherfucker.
Okay. Don't do that.
Motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker. I'm a butter. It's in the car. Hello, motherfucker.
But do you know nowadays?
Now that shit's in my fucking head.
So like the record players are coming back now. So now the
Fuck that, I want to see people scratching again.
well, the vinyls are coming back now.
Mom look like you know how to DJ.
I won't be
I mean, I had a
surprised.
cousin that does DJ.
But you know? Come on, man, scratch some records, man.
I can't.
Sure you can. You behind your back.
No. I wish I could.
Like the vinyls, the record players are coming back. So I'm seeing that now.
They've never gone, I mean, they've gone out of style, but people always want them just because, like, I remember my grandmother had a huge record collection. I remember the Sugar Hip. I remember all of that.
Oh, why you just got the flashback?
No, because my dad had that record.
So they're colorful.
That
Yeah.
was one of the first hip hop records I ever heard.
Yes. So we had the Batman June. That Prince was the was it called? Yes, I said June. My bad. The ghetto, a little medium ghetto. But it's changed so much out there. Like I said, everybody's making music, and guess what? Just like how everybody isn't made to be a boss, everybody's not made to make music, and a lot of y'all is lying to people. Stop lying to these people, saying that it sounds good. But I also feel like a lot of people can make good music that sounds good in the club environment, but it's not going to be of quality and not have good playback or replay value.
No.
And I feel like it's just overcrowded just a little bit too much. A lot of people are relying on their looks and relying on other things to get them in the door, and it's not working.
Talk to it.
Yeah, that sounds so nasty in my ears.
I don't know, right?
But I wanted to say that the last two topics, Spotify did a golden standard exhibit. I don't know where they did it at, but it was basically the golden standard of female women in hip hop. And of course, it had people like Cardi B, the City Girls, Gorilla, Megan, Doja Cat, Saweetie, some people in there. You making a face? Go ahead.
Golden standard hip hop now.
Okay, golden standard as in women who making an impact in the last couple of years.
Okay. That's all I want to know because I'm thinking like.
Oh, go ahead, do tell. I got counter it.
This was like for a time they wouldn't be the first ones I think.
No. This is the golden era. Okay, this is the first time in years where there's a lot of women in hip hop and a lot of women who are making money and making a name for themselves.
Now that I have that context, I take that face.
But there were a lot of people who were upset because one darling person was missing, of course. And a lot of people were arguing, saying this isn't her generation, she's in the generation ahead of them or before them, that she doesn't need to be included in them. And a lot of people were just mad, of course, and saying dumb shit, that, oh, her son's in one room, whatever. But the artist came out and said that she asked Nicki did not want to be a part of it, so go figure. I want to say congratulations to all the ladies that are involved, even the ones who people talk about, like the City Girls or Saweetie, who say they don't deserve to be there. There are plenty of mediocre men in the early 2000s who had successful careers.
Right now.
Exactly. And I don't even want to say that, but even men who are super lyrical, like Nelly was never a super lyrical person. But he said, exactly. And I think it's important for people to realize that you can make good music. You don't have to be super duper lyrical all the time.
All y'all were shaking your ass to hide in here. Don't lie.
Hello. I still don't know what EI means. EI. Oh, what does that mean?
He got it from
What does that mean? EI.
Oh, Speedy. EI. Underlay. That's Speedy.
That's racist.
But that's where he got it from. Under the mama.
Yeah.
That's so racist.
He was saying that.
Yeah. Speak up. Yeah. It's so terrible.
I know you feel like
If you don't put that out today, you got canceled.
hell yeah.
I know that might be okay. The last thing we're gonna get into the 2024 Olympics or Ozempics. I'm joking. Olympics.
He's got this on.
Because this was not the Olympics, this was the diet Olympics. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So it was crazy.
I was watching the ceremony of the Olympics, and yet again, people were trying to say they try to compare that as the Last Supper and stuff like that. First of all,
It wasn't correct.
was just correct.
Because they were doing the Greek gods, they weren't doing the Latin.
Thank you. It's the Greek mythology.
I watched the video with it.
I'm like, y'all don't know y'all religion well, don't y'all? Because
Yo, it's the fact that, and I hate to say it, but a lot of y'all are so full of yourselves when it comes to Christianity. And the funny thing is, y'all made it the number one religion here because it's been forced, but it's not the only religion. So everything is always
exactly.
from
And
Christianity.
then the religion is the Greek. It was a Greek mythology
Yes.
of how do you say his name? Dionysus.
Yeah, the foot god.
Yeah, it's the
Freak God.
he's the
God
god
of orgies.
no, he's the god of festivities and
And orgies.
Dude, you want to add that shit?
No, for real.
Okay, hold on.
I watched the video.
Yeah,
Maybe a lot of people don't know, but
I know you watched it.
I watched this. Shout out to this girl. Shout out to BJ Investigates on YouTube. She does all types of investigation videos from Diddy, Britney Spears, child stars, Ariana Grande, anything you want to think of investigative wise or celebrity stuff or current events. She does Trump. She does so many different things that she investigates. So she did some deep dive into this guy, and this Greek god was a freak. Okay, he liked men, he liked women, he liked fucking. He believed
So
it.
it was wine and festivities.
It was like a what's the thing's called? It's kind of like a freak off. But I look quiet as cat. I think Diddy was looking at. I think a lot of people model themselves after people like that, after the Greek gods, because
Makes sense.
So we were doing the Olympics, and then there was another one where there was a wardrobe malfunction on the dude, and his testicles was out. Y'all made a big fuss about it. Oh my God, his testicles was out. His balls was out. Okay, everybody would have a wardrobe malfunction. Did he know? No. He was just doing his performance, and
I mean, you didn't feel the drink.
look, we don't know.
Like, that area is out. You kind of know you're not in clothes.
it was hot. It was hot up there, so
Yeah.
they said it was hot and it was sweating.
You go from sweating to all of a sudden it's a little breezy.
Ooh, little tingly. But there were a lot of things that went on. Do either of you know how to pronounce her name?
And Maine,
Imani Khalid.
Imani Khalid.
Is it Imane or Imani?
I thought it said
Apologies if I got that wrong.
I think it's
She was the Algerian boxer who was being discriminated against, and I wanted to just say apologies to her.
Yeah.
And I simply want to apologize for myself because a lot of people were claiming that this person was biologically a male, and he was accepted into fighting with women, and it's not something that I necessarily agree with. I believe on physical stature that people with certain physical statures should fight people with certain physical statures when it evolves into biology. However, it's been proven that she is biologically a woman. And just like plenty of women in the Olympics or in sports who've been discriminated against, kind of like Brittany Griner, because they're not what you typically think of women to look like, which women don't have a specific look. But the internet was spitting out rapid fire misinformation about this and getting people riled up. And I've learned that that's what people do when they're trying to push an agenda. So I would like to apologize to her on behalf of me and anyone else who was kind of confused about everything and didn't get enough information about it. But I do think it's wrong to categorize people like that without having the full story or information. And like I said, I do like Brittany Griner, and they do it to Brittany Griner all the time because she's a woman who's of a certain stature, and she's really tall, and she has a deep voice. But some women produce more testosterone than the average woman. It doesn't make them any less of a woman. Yeah.
You niggas produce more estrogen than most women.
Right. Yeah, some of y'all got baby mama hips. And I don't want none of y'all. No, I'm joking.
No, but I would also say, like, she's Albanian? Algerian. So you gotta understand this. Algerian, in their culture, she would have got hung if she decided to try to change her sex. It's illegal.
It's illegal to be trans in a lot of places.
A lot of places, you actually will get killed.
Mm-hmm.
And from my story, from my little research I did, she learned how to box at the age of 16 because she had to defend herself against guys because guys would come on her and try to fight her like a man. So she had to learn how to defend herself, and that's how she learned boxing. And at that time, there was no boxing in her in her village, so she had to go to a whole nother different village to learn how to box.
Right. So I want to say, fuck Logan Paul. Who else was saying
Elon Musk.
A lot. Well, the typical suspects of people who I would expect like that.
J.K. Rowling.
I can't speak on J.K. Rowling.
There's stuff out there.
I'm sorry. Well, they've been said. This is a topic for another time, or just maybe another time, because I don't believe that people can have differences of opinion about things, of what they believe men and women to be, biology, whatever. I don't think it's hateful to not have the same beliefs. I think that putting out hateful messages is hateful. Everybody's not going to agree with your lifestyle. People don't agree with me because I have piercings or I have a tattoo or that, oh, this person's gay or this person's this religion, this one. It's whatever. Like, people are not always going to agree with you. But to go out of your way to be hateful and to try to eradicate a group of people because you don't agree with how they live is weird. And I'm all for tolerating people with different lifestyles. I am not with being hateful and trying to get rid of people because they don't believe what I believe.
And like I said, she's already in the quarterfinals of the Olympics, so hopefully I think she's still going to be advanced to the finals. I'm gonna give her shot.
The girl who was the Italian boxer's name, who was crying, and you've been fighting that whole I've never been punched like that before. It just sounds like
that's not the first time you did that, by the way, either.
But it just sounds like you can't take an ass whooping.
Yeah.
It just sounds like you like you can't. But that's what you do for a living, though.
Jane Ansel.
I mean,
that was the first time she did that. She faked the leg injury in another fight that she did.
She had tears.
But she got what? Punched twice, and she quit after 45 seconds.
She punched once. I was like, oh shit, you know what?
I've never been hit like that before. Can you imagine a nigga on the street was fighting, and he's like, wait, stop!
After
I've never been hit like that.
I didn't know it was like that. Like, no, we won't fight no more.
And then they were interested in the women's track and field. 2 women pulled out of the race, which I found very interesting. They're both from Jamaica, I think, right? And I found it very, don't make no jokes. I know exactly where you was going with this shit, nasty nigga. Nasty motherfucker.
So what I heard was...
You got upset when you heard pull out.
Yeah, exactly. You got upset with you.
So what I heard was... I think I know what you're talking about. For what I heard, they changed the rules overnight.
Y'all, Olympics, y'all looking real
fucked up.
Racist.
Because y'all decided to change the rule overnight.
Y'all was trying to get some people not to run and not to disturb them. And I will not forgive you what you did to Coco Ruff. I will not.
No.
Y'all did your ass. The guy argued with and said, listen, I know I'm wrong, but I can't change my answer. I know I'm wrong and I shouldn't do it, but I'm not changing it. And y'all out there gonna lose. I can't.
Y'all took away a gold medal from her. I will never forgive y'all for that.
Never.
Y'all did her.
It's time for people to stop supporting the Olympics. That's my hot take. Everything is racist. Y'all want to be Team USA when it's us up in here running and doing shit for the right
The
name.
Olympics are in LA in 4 years.
I'm not supporting this shit. I don't care. Y'all need to stop supporting that shit. I'm just saying.
And I got mad because they.
I don't want to take away from anybody who won, but it's like, come on.
Y'all changed the rule overnight in track and field, so they say you can't compete unless you was on the bus through the village, got on the bus with everybody through the village. But Sha'Carri Richardson wasn't in the village. She was somewhere else, and she had to walk all the way to where she had to the field. But then you didn't allow her to run, and she was not even at 400% warm up or nothing. So whoever won that 100-meter finals just found out that they changed the rule overnight. She didn't even know nothing about it.
Right.
So you took away Sha'Carri Richardson's gold.
Well, she still won silver.
She still won silver.
Shout out to St. Lucia for the win for the first time ever.
Right.
Shout out to Nova Lau. Shout out to Simone Biles and the rest of the gymnastic teams over there for winning gold. There was a Jamaican guy I thought who pulled out from the race too.
I'm not too sure if it was.
I do believe he pulled out because he wasn't. I forgot which race it was, but he pulled out. It was about 3 people who pulled out.
I wouldn't know.
It was 3 people who decided not to play. Let's say that because this nigga was one track mind.
Look, every time you say it, I'm like, damn, everybody pulling out.
But it's just sad. Like,
It was a lot of shit you should never on this year. Maybe look out y'all later.
I'm looking at y'all very differently. France, I don't think I'm gonna fuck with you. I thought I was.
And then y'all wouldn't let Serena in the pencil?
Nope.
Y'all wouldn't let her in a restaurant with her kids?
Nope. They were.
What was this?
This was in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think, either yesterday or today.
How you doing let Serena Williams in?
And she said the restaurant was empty and they wouldn't let her up in there.
Serena Williams.
Yes.
Serena Williams. Probably the most famous tennis player on the planet.
Yep, they wouldn't let her in.
Well, y'all some bitches for that.
Would not let her in.
And I was thinking about you going to
Bitch.
France. Not anymore. Fuck y'all.
It ain't even, it's the Olympics. Like, it's France in the Olympics. I don't know, people go where you're celebrated. And shout out to Simone Biles. People keep trying to play on your head top because, you fell off the balance beam tonight. I mean, you fell off the balance beam earlier.
Yeah.
Shout out to Simone. You got nothing to prove to nobody. And I don't believe your husband when he said he didn't know who you were. He's lying.
And she talking about
It's no way.
and she was already talking about she gonna retire.
Okay, this is where I have to play devil's advocate because
No, hold up. Before you do
he is a
that,
football player, and most football players don't follow gymnastics.
I will say this. A lot of people didn't follow gymnastics, but name one person who they know, and it's Simone Biles. If it wasn't Gabby Douglas, because this is the thing. When black women dominate white sports, they're made a spectacle of. They talk about the way that they look.
He might
They
have
talk about their hair. They talk about everything.
the name. He probably didn't know.
Okay, he said he ain't know her at all when he met her. He knew nothing about her, nothing at all. I have a
Look, like I said, a lot of football players don't pay attention to sports like gymnastics. Even if her name is out there like that, he's a young kid from this era. He probably don't know her.
oh, before you say about Simone Biles, fuck you, JD Vance.
He just wanted to work that in there.
fuck you too. I don't know why we say about Raul, my nigga. Fuck you.
I'm going after JD Vance because he's trying to go come at
Should be weird fucking couches.
What? Should be fucking couches.
Oh, it's in the one.
It's a thing about him. He don't say fucking couches.
It's in his book. It's the book he wrote.
Go ahead.
He walks by Rusty, his dick get hard.
Cushions got a BBL. He got big booty cushions.
Damn, that recliner got yams.
Oh my god, the leather is so soft. The leather is so soft. So hard. got things so hard.
So the JD Vance.
I got some change out of the class. Gotta go get it. Where's my dick?
She said, put it in the couch.
Don't give me a lazy boy. I'm gonna tell you, boy. I don't give you one of them couches that turn to a bed. I never leave it. Whoa! Whoa!
I want you to look at my fiance.
Oh my God, he can sleep in one bed. Oh my God. That must be Johnny because Jim don't think like.
I now pronounce you and couch.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I hate to see what he do with rocking chair.
Like, hold still, girl. Take this dick. You keep rocking. Why you waiting?
Let me open this ottoman. See what I keep in there? I keep my rubbers in the ottoman. You go to your house. Why you come there and see come on? Oh baby, I like it.
I told you.
She did it.
I told
She
you.
tried to reclaim her title.
Trying, she did.
I'm not trying to. They don't try. You just made yourself. Thank you for telling me you guys to fuck couches. What the fuck? It's in the book.
Yeah. It was a whole.
Didn't he make a movie about his life?
No.
Yes, there's a movie about his life.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't see
Maybe I need to watch it.
Watch so you can watch it fucking out there.
So no, I'm going at him because he's trying to come at Simone Biles when, oh my God.
He takes it that way, couch. He leaves you like, every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so much.
Oh yeah! Yeah. He come and see the house like, don't sit on the ground.
He's starting to get couch like, you fucking in the
Dirty bitch. You gotta stay in the corner. What is that?
Look, that ain't me. Who you fucking? Who did you suck?
It's salsa. Salsa. You told me the night. Salsa? I never use salsa with you. I'm sorry. I'm down. Cross up chips. It can't be rappers.
I don't even eat Milky Ways. Who you fucking?
I got a couple of dollars. Who the fucking? They paid you? Oh God.
See, I knew I should have been fucking with you. My friends told me you're dirty from the jump. But I
pulled you out the trash. It was trash day. That's all you buy. I want to restore you. I told you you have to live like that.
they be opposed to the couch. You like, who you getting cute?
Who you getting cute for?
You don't dress like that, man.
Well, you got that? You done pillows now, bitch. You think you something? Well, I bet you ain't had no pillows, bitch.
Oh, you dressing up? Tell that nigga whoever you fucking when I see him, I'm gonna be dead.
Now you put up the curtain so they can watch it. So I can't see you when I pull up anymore. I'm sorry. I'm about to pee on myself. Oh my God. I know you were
My only reason I'm saying about JD Vance because he's trying to come at Simone Biles when
So you just think they trying to come to the couch.
I'm trying.
But when I heard it, I was like, no, Tommy, this is not true. Yeah,
Oh my God.
He's weird.
we all know that he's trying to come at Simone Biles because he was getting mad at how we praised her when she quit back in Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And
Y'all niggas is bitches. And I don't mean that in a derogatory term. I really mean, like, y'all bitches. Why do y'all care about that?
she was at her lowest point, and I don't even care about that.
It don't matter. They don't owe me nothing. It's like, I'm sorry, certain white people feel like they own black people. If I say I don't want to do something, I don't have to do nothing. That's my autonomy to be like, no. Do you know how much strain they put on their bodies of training?
Shit.
Like, you couldn't even walk across a balance beam with your skinny fat ass. Like, shut up. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. I'm just saying, like, I would never sit here and talk about somebody who's 100 times better in shape than I am, who can literally probably crush a watermelon with her thighs. I'm not going to do that. Now, she may be small. She's like 4'8", which is crazy to think about.
Why am I thinking about this shit?
Shut up!
When she said it, now I'm picturing it like.
Because it reminds me of when people were talking about Naomi Osaka, and it bothered me. Like, why these are real people? These are not machines and robots. They go through shit. If it's too much for them and they want to quit and get out of the public, I'll let them do them. Let Simone enjoy her life. Like, fuck. They using the gay notes. Oh, her hair. Like, shut up. I'm fine. Just
y'all the same white people that y'all talk about their hair, but y'all trying to get the same hairstyle. Like, makes sense.
But it was the black women talking about her hair, and I'm just like, and then other people talking about her, oh, you fell off. Like, saying somebody fell off, but you could never get where they got is mad crazy. Y'all got nerve telling people they fell off.
First of all, I would be mad if I fall off you. If you fall off a high beam and you hit your nuts, shit, I'll be mad myself.
What was that face for?
Nothing.
They already trying to say, I don't know what the guy's name is. He trying to do a pole vote. The pole.
Oh, he was nuts.
He hit his nuts on the.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, he lost it. No, he lost because he had.
That joke was like, his nuts went up in unnatural ways. But yeah, Olympics is kind of weird this year. I don't really watch because I think they come on earlier in the day. Because Paris is 6 hours ahead.
Technically, it's morning over there now.
So they doing some shit right now?
No, it'll be more towards the afternoon. So it'll be like, if you want to watch it live, you have to get
in the morning.
3 in the morning and watch it.
Oh, hell no. But like I said, shout out to all the, I'm rooting for everybody black. Shout out to all the black people who win. Shout out to St. Lucia. Shout out to the people who won for different countries who've never won before.
Exactly.
And congrats to y'all. Like, I shout out to all the athletes, period, because y'all put so much strain on your bodies. Y'all do so much hard work, and people don't take you
seriously.
Yeah, they take you for granted. They don't acknowledge your talent and want to just keep you in this competitive mindset. You're doing great. All y'all are doing great.
I didn't even know there was Olympics for shooting. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know who wants to do that?
Hey, I don't mind.
I'm real good at shooting.
All I know is, after the 100-meter final yesterday, it's a USA versus Jamaica beat that I didn't even know I wanted now.
Oh, it's always been like that.
No, it's gotten worse now. I don't know who started this shit, but
it's even worse than the girl who what's the other word for girl I'm trying to say? She stepped away. The girl from Jamaica stepped away.
You don't want to see pull out?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. She stepped away because the girl, a lot of people were thinking that the girl from St. Lucia wouldn't have won had the girl from Jamaica not withdrawn. Thank you. That's how I know I like you. Even though that is the same thing. Because they already said, what kind of method do you use? Withdrawal? But
Withdrawal.
I didn't withdraw. I let it stay in. But yeah, if she didn't withdraw, people were saying that the girl from St. Lucia wouldn't have won.
Yesterday, that's why fried chicken is better than jerk chicken. Oh, God damn.
See, I'm not with that shit. We all black with that. I'm proud of whoever won. Shakira still got her silver, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but that was always the when you see track and field, I always saw it's always U.S. versus Jamaica because those two we're rivals. You can say we're legit rivals.
Yeah, but white people never win in that. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got that extra muscle in y'all heel. The Achilles heel.
Damn.
Why did they look like that? It was such a high note. Why had you laughing with the fucking Calvin thing?
we're gonna stop laughing at
You know
it.
what? You are a fickle fan like the rest of them.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
You said white folks they gonna win in that event.
They don't. When have you seen a white person win in track and field? I
They don't do like sprints. They win like a long distance shit.
cross country.
Yeah. Or
Anything where
they do high. Most Asian Americans do high jump, triple jump. Or,
I thought white men couldn't jump.
That's true.
Is that why you need the assistance with the when they jump? They do.
You talk about the no, not even going there with you.
What? I'm talking about on the pole.
No, but you got.
When you high jump, what do?
They just jump.
From what?
They just
They
make.
just run and jump over a horizontal bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all know more than I do.
There's a long jump. There's a triple jump. There's.
And on that note,
Anyway, don't please subscribe and share the podcast. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Until next time, this has been the 2418 show. It's your guy, Mo.
This is Avery.
and this is Candace Owens
Why you do
reporting
that?
for Jasmine. I'm here with Maurice Love and
Don't do that.
and we are signing out today. Okay?
Don't do that.
Bye, y'all.
We have
Peace
to-
out. Bye. You like my Candace voice?
Not good.